Hello and welcome to Waec TV. Today on Waec TV, we are looking at 2011 BECE. So I want you to sit tight and let's take the essay part of 2010 BECE. Now, if this is your new time of coming to this channel, I want you to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification icon. And if it's not the first time and you've been here before, thank you very much for coming back. Now, let's get straight into it. Now, our first question for 2011 BEC says that it's a Venn diagram question actually. So it says in a school of 225 students, 80 of them study Arabic only, and 125 study French only. Each student studied at least one of the two subjects. Draw a Venn diagram to represent the information. How many students study both subjects and that of French? Now, this is a Venn diagram question. I'm not going to write let U be the universal, let A be the whatever. We assume we know already. We want to know how that is done. So we will draw our Venn diagram. So I'll draw my Venn diagram. Please, I will urge that during exams, don't use freehand, okay? Use your compass, okay? So our universal will come here, 255. And also the one circle will be Arabic and the other will be French. Okay, so we are saying that 80 of them study Arabic only. No, if Arabic only, then mean that it is here, right? So 80, and 125 study French only. So that one too will come here, 125. So it means that we were not given the number of students who study all French. You understand? And they said each student study at least one of the two subjects. Means that there is no complement. Okay, this statement over there means that there is no complement. So I'll have my x here. Then what do I do next? I have to find x. So finding x, it will be 80 plus x plus 125 should be equal to 225. 225. So I'm going to get 205 plus x being equal to 225. So my x is going to give me 225 minus 205, and our x will give me 20. So it means that this x here, so it means that this x here is 20, right? Now, meaning if that's a 20, it means that Arabic, this circle will be 100 for Arabic, and here too will be 145 for French, right? But that was not given. Okay, so now we've illustrated it on a Venn diagram. So that one is the I. Now I said how many students per both subjects. That is the 20 that we just. So this is I. Okay, and they said how many students pass French. The French too, we've done it. The French will be the universal. The French will be the intersection. That is 20 plus French only. That's 125. So we're getting 145 for French. So that is all for the Venn diagram question. It's so simple like this. The Venn diagram question is so simple. Okay, so simple. Now let's go to the B side. Now the B is change of subject. Now let's get straight into that. Let's create ourselves a space. Okay, so change of subject. So we have V equals 1 over 3. V equals 1 on 3 pi r square h. Now we are finding h, right? We are finding h. But first, what we have to do, we have to clear the fraction, the 1 over 3. So how do we clear the fraction? Let's write the question again. So we are having V being equal to 1 over 3 pi r square h. So I multiply here by 3 and I multiply here 2 by 3. So this 3 here and this 3 here will go away. So we are going to get 3V being equal to pi r square h. Now what do? We are looking for h. So these ones will be divided with. So we divide here by pi r square and also divided by pi r square. So pi r square and pi r square will go away. Now we're going to get h being equal to 3v all on pi r square as our height, or as our h that we are told to make the subject. It is so simple like that. Okay, so let's move on. We'll not waste more time. Now let's go to C. Now we are saying that, let's create ourselves a space for C, 1C. It says that a bookseller bought 80 copies of books at 3.5 per copy. He sold each of them at 4.2 Ghana cedi. Find the total cost of price and his percentage profit. Now this one is so simple. Now the first one, we have to find the cost price. Now he bought it at 3.5 per copy and he bought 80 pieces. So to find the cost price, that's the price that he bought the item, it will be the 80 pieces that the person bought, 80 times the 3.5 that is being sold. So that will give us 280 cedis. So it means that when the cost price, this will be the cost price. So the cost price, the price that the person bought the thing, he bought one for 3 cedi 50 pesos and bought 80 pieces. So the cost price is what? 2.80. That's 280 Ghana cedis, right? That's I. Then II is saying that it's percentage profit. Now to find the percentage profit, we have to find the profit that the person made, right? And to find the profit, we have to multiply. He said he sold it for 4.2, right? So we multiply the 4.2 by the 80 to know the selling price. Then we subtract to get the profit. I hope it's clear. So the woman bought. So now the woman will sell 80 pieces and selling one for 4.20, right? So the woman total money that the woman got after selling it, it's 336. So this is what the person, this is what the woman got, okay, or the person got after selling the 80 at 4.2. Now to know the profit, we have to subtract this. So the profit the woman will make, okay. So the woman bought it at 3.5. So the 80 pieces cost 280. Now he sold it for 4.2. So all the 80 he will sell at what? 336. So the profit will be 336 minus the price, that the total price the person bought it, and that was going to give us 56 Ghana cedis, 56 Ghana cedi. Now we are not done. We are not coming to the percentage profit. Now percentage profit, it has a formula, and the formula is what? The profit over cost price times 100. Okay, so percentage profit percent, it's going to be the profit. Now we know the profit to be 56, right? So 56 on the cost price is 280 times 100. Okay, so let's do some cancellation here. So 0 cancel here, 0, and also 28 goes here 1, it goes here 2 times. So percentage profit or profit percent is going to be what? 20%. So the woman bought it and sold it and got a profit of what? 20%. So that is the profit that the woman or the person who bought the bookseller, that's what the profit that the bookseller made. Okay, so let's continue. Let's move to question 2. Now for question 2, we have a pie chart below. The pie chart below shows, let me bring it up a little bit. Okay, it says the pie chart below shows the distribution of exercise books to 6 schools, A, B, C, D, E, and F in a town. School D was given 800. School D was given 800 books. Then we are asked how many exercise books were given to the rest of the schools. Okay, and also they are saying that what is the average number of exercise books given to the schools? How many schools had less than the average? Okay, how many schools had less than the average? Now this question is very simple, so I want us to take it step by step. So I'm going to work it here and here as well, because I don't want the question to go down. So I'll start from here So my I will be here. So how many exercise books were given to the rest of the schools? But we were told that we were told that one school, that's D, they received what, 8,000 of the books. And they said how many books were given to the rest of the schools. So the rest of the books is the total number of books that was shared. Okay, the rest of the schools. So that's the total number of schools. But we know that this is a pie chart, right? And we know here to be 80, here to be 42, here to be 50, 60, and 70. So we have to find for E. Okay, so for E, we will add everything and equate to 360, then we get E. So we are going to get from A, we get 60 plus 50 plus 42 plus 80 plus E plus 70 being equal to 360 because of the pie chart nature. So we are finding for E. So E will be equal to 360 minus 302. Then I'm going to get E being equal to 58. So it means that this E here that was not given, no, is what? 58. Now let's come to the I itself. So this is not I, please. This is not I. Finding the 58%, we need it before we can continue, right? So now we know that when we want to find the quantity of a book and the total was given, we will just pick the pie chart. We will just pick the degree divided by the total degree times that amount of books that was shared, right? Before we get the value. So now that we are giving the value but not the total books, what we will do is we know that this 80 gave us the 8,000. So our I will be 80 over 360 times some total number of books that we don't know gave us what? 8,000. So we are going to get 80x being equal to, now 8,000 times 360 will give us, so 2,880,000 with 3 zeros. Now then what we are finding for x, then the x becomes the total number of books that was shared. So we are going to get x being equal to, if I divide here by 80 and I divide here too by 80, I'm going to get 36,000 books. So 36,000 books was shared in all. So how many exercise books were given to each of the rest of the school? They said each of the rest of the school. Now that we have the total number of books that was shared, we have to work for each and every one of them. Okay, each and every one of them, so that we will know the books that the rest got, because we only know D, right? So let's look at the number of books that each and every one of them got. So we'll pick A. A is 60 on 360 times 36,000. Sorry, this is 36,000. So 0 cancels 0. 36 goes here 1. It goes here 1,000. Sorry, 100. So 100 times 60 will give us 6,000. So school A has 6,000 books. Now school B is 50, right? So 50 on 360 times 36,000. So 36 goes here 1, it goes here 100. So school B also had what? 5,000. Okay, so we'll keep moving like that. So our C school, that's 42 on 360 times what? 36,000. 360 goes here 1, it goes here 100. Then we are getting what? 4,200 for school C. Now school D, we already know school D, so we move to school E. Okay, school E will get what? 58 on 360 times 36,000. 36 goes here 1, it goes here 100. Then we get 5,800 for school E. And the last school is school F. The last school is school F. Let me write it here. F. So school F is 70 on 360 times 36,000. 360 goes here 1, it goes here 100, and that is 7,000 for school F. So these are the number of books that each school had. Okay, so that is for the I. Now, so for the rest of the school A has 6,000, school B has 5,000, school C has 4,200, school E had 5,800, and school F had 7,000. Now, then the II says that what is the average of exercise books given to each school? Now, the average is that we will add all the books, and we know that the total number of books is what, 3,600, right? So the average will be the total books, that's 36,000 divided by the number of schools. We have A, B, C, D, E, and F. So 6 schools. So divided by 6, right? A, B, C, D, E, and F. So 6 schools. So 6 goes here 1. It goes to 36 6 times. So the average for every school should have been 6,000. Okay, 6,000 books. That's the average. Okay, that's the average. Now let's look at the next question. The next question also says that how many schools had less than the average number of exercise books. So 6,000 is the mark now. So let's look at the average. So how many schools had less than 6,000? We have B, C, and E. B, C, and E. So 3 schools had below the average. They said how many schools had less than the average. So 3 schools. So 3 schools. If you like, you can specify the schools, but if you write 3 schools, you say how many schools? Just 3 schools. That's all. Then we move. Now, the B part of question 2 is question on inequality. Okay, so let's solve that question as soon as possible. Okay, so the question is 1 over 3x plus 1 greater than or equal to 1 over 2x plus 1 over 2, plus 1 over 4 bracket x 2 minus x. Now we can rewrite this question well. So let's try and rewrite it first before we start solving. Now the rewriting I'm talking about is we will make use of this 1 over 4 bracket 2 minus x. Let's do something to that one. So we are going to get 1 over 3x plus 1 greater than or equal to 1 over 2x. Then this one can be written as 2 minus x all on 4. This is what I was talking about. Okay. Now after this, we'll find the LCM and multiply each term by that LCM. So the LCM for 3, 2, and 4 is 12. So we are going to get 12 multiplying 1 over 3 bracket 1 over 3x bracket close plus 12 multiplying 1 greater than or equal to another 12 multiplying 1 over 2x bracket close this plus here. Okay, so plus another 12 multiplying 2 minus x on 4. Now let's do some cancellation. 2 goes here 1, 4 goes here 1, it goes here 3, 2 goes here 1, it goes here 6, and also 3 goes here 1, it goes here 4. So from this side, we are going to get 4x plus 12 greater than or equal to 6x plus, when I multiply this 3 by this 2 here, I'm going to get 6 minus 3 times this will give me minus 3x. So now that we have this, what do we have to do? We have to group them. We have to group the like terms and the unlike terms. So all the x's will come to one side. So we are going to get 4x minus 6x plus 3x greater than or equal to 6 minus 12. Okay, 6 minus 12. So 4x minus 6x is going to give us minus 2x. Okay, minus 2x plus 3. Minus 2x plus 3 will just give us x. So we're going to get x is greater than or equal to minus 12 as our final answer. But we are told to leave our answer on a number line. So we'll draw our number line like this. We will indicate our 0. Then we'll indicate our 12 here and also our minus 12 here. So we will draw a circle on the 12. But because it is greater than or equal to, because the equal to is part, we will shade it. And the arrow for the greater than is facing here. So it means that the arrow has to go here like this. Like this. So this is how it's going to be. Then we write on it, s is greater than or equal to minus 12. Okay, so that is all for the inequality question. Now let's move to question 3. So question 3 is one of my favorites. That is construction, but we can't do construction right now here. So what we will do is I'll just show how it's going to be like. Then we'll take it from there. I'll just show how the diagram will look like. Then we just move ahead. Okay. So now they say using a ruler and a pair of compass only, construct triangle ABC. So the idea that has to come to your mind is that I'm constructing a triangle with line AB 8 centimeters. So you draw your line. So this is B and this side is what? A. And they said that should be 8 centimeters, right? And they said angle is CBA 45 degrees. So what we do is you draw your semicircle, you divide it into 2, then you draw your 90 first. Okay, after drawing your 90, you bisect the 90 to get, you stand here, you construct, you stand here, then you cut. So you bisect the 90 to get what? 45. Then after that you construct 60 degrees also at A. So you stand here, you divide it into 3, then you draw one like that. Please, I am not drawing to scale. This is not drawn to scale. So our C will be here. And it said the bisector of an angle ACB to meet AB at C. Now angle ACB is this side. So you draw a circle, an arc here. You stand here, you construct, you stand here, then you cut, then you draw a line through this one to meet line AB. So when you meet the line AB, then that side will be called what? T. That's this point. Okay. Now we have to measure CT and we have to measure angle CTB. So that is that for the question 3. Now let's look at the question 3C. Okay. Let's look at question 3C. Now question 3C says that a boy spent 3/8 of his money and had 15 Ghana cedis left. How much did he have? Now he spent this amount of money. Okay, after spending it, this what was left, 15 Ghana cedis. So how much did the person get? How much was the person having? Now we know that when it comes to fraction, the money left, right? We will know the money left if we subtract this from 1. So it will be 1 minus 3/8. So if you find the LCM is 8. 8 goes into 8 1 times 3 will give us 3. My minus will come. 1 goes into 8. 8 times 1 is 8. So we are getting 5 on 8. Okay, that's the money, the fraction of the money left. So now this is that is left. So the fraction left, that's 5/8, is equal to the 15 Ghana cedis. Okay, but 1 is the total, right? As far as the fraction is concerned, 1 is the total, but we don't know the total. So what do? We cross multiply. So I'm going to get 5 over 8m being equal to what? 15. Then what do? We have to clear this. Because if this is over 1, we will cross multiply. So we are going to get 5m being equal to what? 15 times 8. 15 times 8 giving us 120. So 120. Then we will get m to be equal to what? 24. So 24 Ghana cedi was the money before he spent that fraction to get what? 15 Ghana cedi. So simple like that. Now, the next question says that's question 4. It says that the perimeter of a rectangle plot. This question will be very, very interesting. They said the perimeter of a rectangular plot of land whose length is, so let's draw the rectangular box. So this is a rectangle. Don't mind my crooked rectangle. We said with the length is what? 2x plus 5. And the width is what? X minus 10. And they are saying that the perimeter is 80. Now, how do we find perimeter? We add all the sizes, right? So we are giving the perimeter to be 80, right? So it means that here 2 is what? 2x plus 5, and here is also what? X minus what? 10. We have to find the value of x, but we can use the perimeter. We will add all the sizes and equate it to 80, because we were told that the perimeter is what? 80. So how are we going to do that? Let's get straight into it. So we are going to get let's start from up here. So we are going to get 2x plus 5 brackets close plus x minus 10 brackets close plus another 2x plus 5 brackets close plus another x minus 10. That's all the four sides, should give us 80. Now we can find x. So for finding x, we are going to get 2x plus 5 plus x minus 10 plus 2x plus 5 plus x minus 10 should give us 80. Now let's group them. Let's send all the numbers to the other side and bring the letters here. The one with the letters at this side. So we're going to get 2x plus x plus another 2x plus x should be equal to 80. And we come here plus minus 5 when it crosses. Then this one plus 10. Then we come here minus 5 again. Then this last one plus 10. So we are going to get 2x plus s is 3x. 3x plus 2s is 5x plus s is 6x. So we're going to get 6x being equal to, now 80 minus 5 is going to give us 75 plus 10 is 85 minus 10 is 80. So let me take it again. 80 minus 5 is 75. 75 plus 10 is 85. 85 minus 5 is 80. And 80 plus 10 is 90. So we're going to get 90, right? 90. So we are going to get divide here by 6 and divide here by 6. So we are going to get x being equal to 90 divided by 6, and that's going to give us 15. That's the value of x as far as that question is concerned. So that is 15, the value of x. Okay, the value of x is 15. So from there, the B question was saying that we should find the value of x. We got 15 over there. Then we say we should find the area of the plot. We should find the area of the plot. Now, area of a rectangle. Let me do it here. So area of a rectangle is length times width, and so the area will be equal to, the length is what? The length is 2x plus 5 multiplying x minus 10. So area will be equal to, we know the x to be 15, right? So we're going to get 2, 15 brackets close plus 5, then another 15 minus 10. So we're going to get area being equal to 2 times 15 is 30. 30 plus 5 is 35. So 35 multiplying 15 minus 10 is what? 5. So our area will be equal to 35 multiplying, and that is going to give us 175 centimeter square for the area. Now, and our last question, the I says that the cost of weeding the plot at 0.24 per meter square. Now we are looking for the cost, right? And we are saying that per meter is mean that every meter is what? 0.24. But we had the area, the total area to be what? 175 meters square, right? So we know that 1 meter is costing 0.24, right? So 175 meter square will be 0.24 multiplying 175. Okay, that is all. So the cost will be 42 cedis to weed that plot of land. So that is all for this one. And let's question 4a. So let's go to question 4b. Now question 4b says, it's also a diagram, and it's saying that we should find the value of x and w. We should find the value of x and w below if line AB is equal to line BC. Now if this line AB, right, is equal to this line, it means that this is a type of triangle. Okay, that is what isosceles triangle. The bases are equal. So if this and this are equal, it means that this x will also be here x. The bases are equal. So what we have to do, we have to find this side of the triangle, and finding that side of the triangle is going to be 134 plus that angle. Let's put z here. So z will give us what? 180. So z will be equal to 180 minus 134. So our z is going to give us 66, right? 66. 46 going to give us 46 degrees. So this so the z here is giving us what? 46 degrees. So if this side is 46 degrees and this is what? An isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. So to find this x, the same as finding this x, right? So we have that one too, because it's an isosceles. We are going to get 46 plus x plus another x, should be giving us what? 180, because the base are x, right? So we are going to get 2x being equal to 180 minus 180 minus 46. So we are going to get 2x being equal to 134. So if I divide both sides by 2, I'm going to get x being equal to 67 degrees. So it means that this side is 67 and this side is also 67. Now the other way you can also do that is that this angle here, this angle is the sum of these two. Okay, the sum of this angle and this angle give us the outer angle. So if you have divided this 134 by 2, you would have gotten this angle, and this angle is the same as what? This angle. I hope it's clear. Good. Now from there we have to find W, but W plus 67 also give us what? 180, because they are on a straight line like the Z and 134, right? Okay, so we're going to get W being equal to 180 minus 67. So W will be equal to, now 180 minus 67 gives 113 degrees. So that is all. That is all. So now the W here is 113 degrees. So that is all. Now let's move to question 5. You see, it's very it is not taking much of our time, right? So let's move to question 5. Now question 5 says that given that A is a vector question, so A is given that A is minus 3 and B is 4 minus 6, we should find I. A plus 2B and I half bracket 2A minus B bracket close. Now let's take the first one. Now they said A is 3, so I'll just write it down. So it will be minus 3 in a bracket plus 2 bracket. The B is what? 4 minus 6, like that, right? I hope it's clear. Then what are we getting? So we are going to get minus 3 close the bracket, plus 2 times 4 gives us 8. 2 times this will give me minus 12, like that. Okay, now we add minus 3 plus 8 will give us 5, and 3 plus minus 12 will give us 9, minus 9. So that will be for the I. Now the II, let's go to the II and look at the II. Now for the II, we are saying that it's what? Half 2A minus B. Now let's look at our A again. Our A is minus 3. So A equals minus 3, right? And B is equal to 4 minus 6. So B equal to 4 minus 6, right? So let's fix in here. We are going to get 1 over 2 bracket 2 another bracket minus 3 bracket close minus B, that is 4 minus 6. Okay, so we will just have to follow. It's not difficult. So our 1 over 2 will come again, then 2 times 3 minus 3 will give us minus 6, then 2 times 3 will give us 6. We close it, then minus 4 minus 6. Now let's affect them. The half. So half times 6 will give us minus 3, and half times 6 also give us 3. So we are getting this minus bracket 4 minus 6. So let's do our subtraction. So minus 3 minus 4 give us minus 7, and 3 minus 6 will also give us 9. So that will be our final answer. Now the B part says that we have a table here, and the I says we should find the number of people in the class. So we will add this to this to this to this to this to this. So our answer is what? 180. Now the I says that what's the mean number of people in the class? So the mean number, how many classes do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 classes, right? So the mean will be the total number of students divided by 6. Okay, so it will still be, that's the II. It will be 180 divided by 6. Okay, then 180 divided by 6 is giving us 6 goes here, 1, it goes into 18 3 times, then our 0 will come. So that is 30. So our mean is 30. Okay, then it says that what's the percentage of people in class 6? So class 6 is 45, right? So our III will be the class 6 number 45 divided by the number of students in the school, that's 180, times 100. Okay, so 0 and 0 will cancel. Okay, so we will be having 450 divided by what? 18, and 450 divided by 18 is giving us 3 and 0, so 30%. So that is that for the B. It is not difficult, so simple. You see, I just started, I've just finished. I said the I is the number of students in the class, so we will add all this: 24, 35, 35, 20, 21, and 45. That's 180. And the mean is the total number of students in class, the total number of students in the school divided by the number of classes. Okay, so that's 180 divided by 6, and we had 30. And the percentage for class 6 is 45. That's the class's number, 45, divided by the total number of students in the class times 100. That's what we get the percentage. Okay, now, so we are moving to the B part, and the B part says that convert 3, 12, base 5 to base 10 number bases. So to convert this, we will write this 3 multiplied by this 5, 1 multiplied by 5, and 2 multiplied by 5. Okay, so we are going to get 3 times 5 in one bracket plus 1 times 5 in another bracket, another plus 2 times 5 in another bracket. Then we raise power from 0 from the right to left. So 0, 1, and 2. So we are going to get 3 times 5 square is 25 plus 1 times 5 raised to the power 1 is 5 plus 2 times 5 raised to the power 0 is 1. So we are going to get 3 times 25 is 75 plus 5 plus 2. So we are going to get 82. You can add the base 10. Since it's in base 10, you can leave your number as this or just write 82. Okay, it is the same thing. So we will just say 312 base 5 converts to 82 or 82 base 10. That's all. So let's move to question 6, the last question for 2011. Now it says that copy and complete the table for the relation y equals x over 20, where y is the cost in Ghana cedi and x is the weight in grams of rice sold at the market. So to find y, we will just pick the x value and divide it by 20. Okay, I hope it is clear. So let's pick the first one. So the first one is 50. We want the y, so to be 50 divided by 20, and 50 divided by 20 is giving us 2.5. And the next one will be 150 divided by 20. That will be 7.5. The next one will be 10, 12.5, and the last one will be 15. Last one will be 15. This one, I don't want us to waste time. Don't waste time. You see, it is a trend. Okay, when we are asked to complete a table, it is a trend. So we follow the trend. So if you waste your much time on something at the table, like working, you will not get marks over that. You see, I did the first one and I got 2.5, right? I calculated, I got 2.5. Now the next one is 5, meaning the difference is what, 2.5. So definitely the next one will be what, 7.5, 10, 12.5, and 15. So it has 2.5 difference. Okay, so that's the table. We are done with the table. Now it says that we should draw on a graph sheet, draw two perpendicular lines OX and OY using the scale of 270 to 500 gram on the x-axis and that on the y-axis, then we should draw. Okay, fine. Now what we will do is I'll show you how the graph will look like. After that we take the last one. Okay. So let's look at the graph. Now this is how the graph will look like. This is how the graph will look like. So we will this is 0, from 0, okay, so from 0 to 8 on the y, and 0 to 300 over here. So this is how the graph will look like. All the questions under the graph, this is how the graph will look like. I want you to do the graph work. Please try and do the graph work, and after you are done, try and send it to me and let me check. So but this is how it will look like. I don't have a graph here. I would have done it for you to see, okay? But this is how it will look like. So I want you to do it for me so that we do the last question under that. Thank you very much. Now, so that is the graph. So this one, the last question for 2011 BEC is this. Now we have 3a squared minus 8bc minus 12ac plus 2ba, and we are told to factorize. So we can see clearly that this one and this one, when I'm factorizing, I can't bring anything out, but this one and this, I can bring something out. So we will rearrange it to a way where we can factorize something from each of them. So we can also see clearly that if I bring this 3a squared closer to this 12ac, I can get something out, right? Then I bring this 8 to this 2, I can get something out. So we will rewrite it as 3a squared minus 12ac minus 8bc plus 2ba. Okay, so now the first two, what can we bring out? We can bring a out, and the numbers two, we can bring something out. We can bring 3 out. So we can bring 3a out over here. Then after that, a will be left here minus 4c like that. 4c like that. Okay, so let's do like this in the bracket. Now the second bracket, the second bracket too, we can bring plus 2 out. We can bring plus 2 out because there is 2 can go into h, right? And there is 2 because we can bring plus 2 out, and the letters 2 we can bring b out. Then we left with what? We can be left with minus 4c here, then plus a also here. Now this and this are the same because the negative is with the 4c, and here too it is with the 4c. The a is positive, and also here a is positive, so it's the same thing. So I'll just rewrite it, okay, as 3a bracket a minus 4c bracket close plus 2b bracket a minus 4c is the same thing. I just changed this one, okay? I just interchanged this one. So now, as the two the brackets are the same, now we're going to have 3a plus 2b in one bracket, and also a minus 4c in another bracket. So that is all. Now if you have any challenge or whatever, you know my number is 05000612997. please, it's WhatsApp, okay? Send your, if you have any question that is disturbing you, you can just send it to my WhatsApp. And thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you got an understanding. Whatever you don't understand, you can just let me know again, and I'll take my time and take it back again. So thank you very much for today, for watching the video. Thank you. Have a nice day, but don't forget to subscribe.